On a stormy night in a small village in the Philippines, Tomas and Maria had almost nothing. Their home was fragile, their savings nearly gone, and their future uncertain. But that night, in the middle of the storm, their greatest journey was about to begin. With no time to lose, Tomas rushed Maria through the storm. Every flooded road, every violent gust of wind, and every bump along the muddy path stood between them and the nearest clinic. Tomas held her tightly and prayed they would make it in time. When they finally reached the clinic, Tomas reached for the last money he had, but the driver gently pushed his hand away. That night, Tomas learned that kindness does not always come from those who have much. Sometimes it comes from those who simply understand what it means to struggle. Inside the small clinic, the storm continued outside, but everything seemed to grow quiet. After a long and difficult night, a tiny cry filled the room. Their son was born. In that moment, Tomas and Maria forgot their fear, their poverty, and everything they lacked. All they could see was the precious life God had placed in their hands. As Daniel's tiny hand wrapped around his father's rough finger, Tomas felt something change inside him. Those hands had known hard work, hunger, and sacrifice, but from that moment on, they would work for a new purpose. Looking at his son, Tomas made a silent promise. Daniel would have opportunities he never had. As morning approached, Tomas knelt beside the window. He knew love alone could not protect Daniel from every hardship ahead. So, he placed his fears, his family, and his son's future in God's hands. Lord, I have little to give my son. Give me strength to work for him, wisdom to guide him, and faith to never give up. As the sun rose over the village, nothing about their poverty had changed. The house was still small. The money was still scarce, and the road ahead would not be easy. But Tomas and Maria had something stronger than fear. They had faith, they had hope, and now they had Daniel. But what kind of childhood awaited a boy born with almost nothing? Would Tomas be able to keep the promise he made to his son? And what sacrifices would he have to make for his family? Will Daniel one day understand everything his parents gave up for him? And where will this journey eventually take him? Daniel's journey has only just begun. Tune in for episode 2 of The Promise of Daniel.